Hey, Creo College Prep. I was trying to think of a different way of introing because I always say Creo College Prep. I was thinking maybe, hey, math at Creo College Prep. I don't know. I'm still working on it. Um, but something different is going to happen today. And I really hope that you're paying close attention because what we're going to do is we're going to do a quick reteach on coordinate pairs. I feel like it's very important, and it's not just because I want to continue playing Battleship with you guys. I mean, even though we're not going to play that today, I definitely want to bring it back. But I want to make sure that I at least give you a chance to beat me. So you're gonna see in your Google Classroom um, a link for the video from April 29th. It's the first time that we did coordinate pairs, math 6.2. But that means a couple of things. One, it gives you another chance to submit the question of the day for 5 Thrive points from that day. You're going to see that reposted on Google Classroom. It's going to give you a chance to complete the assignment and not just complete it, but understand what it is exactly. So rewatch the video. Everything is going to be on your link. You have to go to Google Classroom and come make sure you have everything that whatever I said to write out, make sure you have it written out. So that way we go straight to work and straight to fun. All right. See you guys during office hours. Bye. Okay, let's get started. Lesson 6.2, coordinate pairs. Now, like I said in the intro of this video, uh, you should already have a pencil or something to write with and a piece of paper. And before we get started with anything, I want you to take that piece of paper, write your name, and then I also want you to write at the top, this part right here that I'm boxing in orange, write that as part of your heading as well, 6:2 coordinate pairs. So this way, you already are started, have your piece of paper and pencil ready to proceed. Now what I want you to do that you have that written down is just copy what I'm going to box in green. Press pause when I say go and write that down on your piece of paper because this is going to be where we answer the questions that you're going to be submitting, for credit for your grade at the end. Okay, so go. No, really. Push pause, write down everything that I just boxed in green. Go. All right, guys, good job. Um, so now we can start. The question says, use the coordinate plane to answer the following. Okay, I'm glad that that question is right on top of the picture because if you are wondering what a coordinate plane is, sorry, that looks horrible. Coordinate plane is, it is this diagram right here. Okay, A, name the shape at each location. Name the shape at each location. And then in the box that you wrote down, that you copied, the very first part says X coordinate. Now, we talked about coordinates yesterday, where that's where we plotted our points on the number line. Same thing here. The X coordinates are just the numbers that are plotted, but instead of a number line, they are plotted on the coordinate plane. So let's take a look at the X coordinate, and it matches our X axis. All right. Don't get scared about that word. X-axis just means, you see here, I underlined it in blue, that little X. That is the name of that line segment. That is, or array, I don't know. But it's called X. Those are the numbers on the bottom. Easier way to think about it. And the Y-axis, right, is just the numbers that go up and down. Okay, so we find, let's do the first line. Our X is 2. I'm going to do that in blue. And our Y, I'll do in green, is 5. Right? We match it across. So if I travel from my X coordinate, the 2, and go up to the 5, it says what shape is there? Triangle. Okay, I want you to have some fun. Do this on your own. Again, matching the x coordinates and the y coordinates, finding out the shape. Finish this box. When I say go, push pause and do it. Go. Excellent job. I'm looking forward to seeing all those answers for the shapes that you got during office hours. For B, it says, which shape is 2 units from the y-axis? Again, we're looking for 2 units, so we know that our numbers are the units. What we have to pay special attention to is which is our x-axis and which is our y-axis. Which shape is 2 units from the x-axis? So here's our x-axis. I'm going to stay with green. From the y-axis. So here's our y-axis, and I'm looking for a shape that is 2 units away. So if here's my y-axis, 2 units away. Now, please don't get confused and say, oh, that's easy. 1, 2, and you're going to look and say, easy peasy lemon squeezy. No, because if you continue going down that line, you're going to see that you reach the number 1. So please pay careful attention to the way units are labeled on the coordinate plane. So knowing that it is not this one, that it's not just by jumping by lines, we are jumping by the units. Let's change the color. Let's go to gray. So if this is my y-axis, right, I'm going to start over here. And if this is 1, this is 2. Okay, I'm going to go up and follow until I hit a shape. And there we go. Please do not just draw the shape. I want to see the word written out. It is your triangle. Okay, excellent job. I love doing work with you guys, but I also love when I see you during office hours and I see the work that you did your best work. And I look forward to seeing what you come up with for C and D. Okay, so when I say go, push pause and finish this page. Ready? Go. Great job, guys. Okay, we are on question 3. It says, use the coordinate plane. So happy you already know what a coordinate plane is. It's also right there in front of you to answer the following. So when I say go, push pause and copy down. Don't worry about the coordinate plane. Don't worry about drawing that graph paper. But I want you to push pause and write down all of the other questions. So everything that I am boxing in green, I want you to write down, put it on your piece of paper, so when we start working, you can already start plugging in your answers, so you're mostly ready to submit your work to be graded. Okay, so go. Great. Now we are ready to proceed. So this is kind of a reverse look at what we did in the previous page. Instead of locating the shapes, they give us what shapes we are supposed to label the coordinates for. And again, please remember your x-axis is here. This on the bottom line is where you're going to find your x-coordinate. And over here on the y-axis is where you're going to find your y-coordinate. Fancy schmancy. Okay. And let's start with our smiley face. Ah, yes, here it is, our smiley face. So what is our x-coordinate? All I have to do is draw a line down to my x-axis, and I see my x-coordinate is 2. Excellent job. And then if I trace to the left, to the side, where my y-axis is, I will get my y-coordinate, which is very good, 1. Now when I say go, push pause, complete the rest of this chart. You got this. Go. Great job, guys. B. Name the shape whose x-coordinate is 1/2 more than the value of the heart's x-coordinate. Okay, now I'm going to reread that because I missed a very important step. And maybe you did and maybe you did, but I'm going to reread the question. And this time, instead of just reading it, I'm going to do what? Excellent. I'm going to annotate as I read it. Okay, so name the shape whose x-coordinate, right, so this is my x-axis, is that's equal to 1/2 more, so plus 1/2, than the value of the heart's x-coordinate. So we can do that right now. Our heart's x-coordinate is, that is a great question. How are these boxes equally divided? I see where the numbers are written, but if we look, the heart is not on a point where there is a number written. So how do we figure that out? What if I look if I look at the beginning from our origin, right? Origin always means 0, 0.5. What is in between 0 and 1/2? Or what is 1/2 divided by 2? Oh, we're bringing back some old lessons. Okay, so I want you to push pause, think about it for a second. Go. Did you figure it out? Okay, well, I wrote it down. It's 1/4. So each unit is divided into fourths. So if we look at where our heart is, it's between 3.5 and 4. So another way of saying 3.5 is 3 2/4. And then here is 3 4/4, which is the same as 4. So what number is between 3 2/4 and 3 4/4? Very good. 3 3/4. So the value of the heart's x-coordinate, which is 3 3/4. So name the shape whose x-coordinate is half more than 3 3/4. So we just write out our number sentence. 3 3/4 plus 1/2. What does that give us? So there's no way I'm going to do this for you guys. Push pause if you want to change it into improper fraction, the mixed number, or if you just want to change it so that way there's common denominators and you do it that route. You know how to do this. You got this. Solve and find out. Let me know during office hours what shape is at that point. And also while you're at it, just continue, finish part C, D, and E. You're just plotting, which just means you're putting more shapes, just like the smiley face is plotted, just like the star is plotted. You are plotting a triangle at 3/4. You are plotting a square. You can read it. You got this. See you at office hours. Great job.